Greetings, Earthlings, and locally loved. Natty, stop. Go lay down.
You're listening to another episode of Last Night's Coffee with Chuck and Jon.
Greetings, Earthlings, and locally loved hurricane recovery volunteers and workers.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
We got them all over the place, man. We got them from Stanahatchee, Florida, all the way up to freaking Asheville, North Carolina.
Yep.
There's a big swath,
Mm-hmm.
and they're out there doing the work, man.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are getting paid, some of them ain't getting paid, but they're all making a difference. Except for FEMA, they can go screw themselves.
Been a lot of negative reports about FEMA, man. There's some people getting mad at FEMA, apparently.
Yeah, we'll
I saw that. That was actually a headline in like MSNBC News, was that locals were mad at quote, no FEMA and no military on site.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you about a video I saw here when we get into the hurricane.
Okay.
When we get to the hurricane desk,
Yes,
we will talk about all that.
Our
Right
chief
now, I want to talk.
meteorologist Chuck is on the case.
I ran into a fan this weekend
Oh, sweet. Where'd you run into a fan at, man?
at one of the students that's in Speed U with Charlie is like, I love your podcast. Your clips are so funny.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Shout them out. What's their name? Do you remember?
It's Emma Britt. So
Emma Britt. Shout out
Yeah.
Emma Britt. Thank you, Emma. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate
she's
it.
got a podcast she's working on putting together.
Okay.
It's something with Emma.
All right. Well, as soon as she comes out with it, man, we'd be more than happy to
Yeah.
promote it. Of course, we always do our shout outs every week at the end of the show. So she'll make the list, man. We'll keep in touch with her. Emma Britt. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, she's one of the local racers, and
We should have her on the show then, before she drops her podcast.
we might have to work something out. We'll get her and her. Let's see, her boyfriend is a Speed U student.
Okay.
She's a pretty good race car driver. She works with young drivers as a driver coach.
Oh, cool. How old is she
Yeah.
herself?
She's a senior in high school.
Okay, so she's pushing 18.
Yeah, she told Charlie before the race. She said, "You just to this race we had this weekend." She goes, "You just got to throw them up on the dash and drive the race car." So
There we
she's
go.
a racer. Okay.
Yeah. There we go.
She's been around it.
Yeah. For sure. That's cool. Love to have her on. That's pretty sweet, man.
But yeah. So man, this weekend was there was some football played.
Mm-hmm.
We will get to that.
We will get to the football wrap up. We will get to that.
We raced our last race of the season.
Oh, really? Was that Friday?
Saturday
night? You ran your last race of the season.
Yep.
Was that in Sonoya or Penton?
So,
Okay.
and we did a start and park because we were having some handling issues that we do not know exactly what it is. So we just went out there, run practice, and we were about 2 seconds slow than what we should have been.
Mm.
And then I told Charlie that. I said, the car ain't right. He goes, I know, I don't. He goes, we got to look at some things. I said, no. I said, the car ain't right. You're 2 seconds off the pace. And he goes, oh, really? Because he felt like he was driving the heck out of it.
Yeah. That's a bad thing then.
So, it is what it is.
You
It's
have
kinda
weekends
sad.
like that. Yeah. It sucks that was the last race.
Yeah. We finished fourth. And so by starting and parking and finishing ahead of one other car that pretty much did the same thing, he clinched fourth in points.
For the season.
It was the season finale in points. So fourth place, your first season ain't bad. We'll take it.
All right. Shout out Charlie, man. Charlie Oxenford Racing coming in at 4th place in his first season, his
Yeah,
first year in the hobby class, right?
hobby class. Yeah, so we're pretty happy with that. And that was the gist of my weekend, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't get much done other than that. I didn't even realize till we're going to the track. Mom went with us because it was last race of the season,
Mm-hmm.
and she's like, "When are y'all going to the beach?" I'm like, "Next Saturday," and it just sounded so weird coming out of my mouth that
Mm-hmm.
it's next Saturday. I'm going to the beach, and I don't. I'm usually a planner,
Right. Sure.
and I don't know if you know that about me.
Yeah. Oh,
I
I know that. Yeah.
and I don't even know what route I'm taking.
Oh man. Oh man. You've
Okay, so
normally like Google Map the whole city at this point. Like you normally know all the
yeah,
locations you're planning on visiting. You know like
right.
what's around those locations in case you feel like doing anything else. Like you're normally on top of it.
I've got you. You open up my Google Maps, and there's little dots, pins
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah. Everywhere.
Um, we've got to go to Thomaston and pick up Charlie's girlfriend on the way.
Okay.
So I texted my friends in our group chat, which hopefully will have a show next Monday, and they will be on it.
That would be awesome.
I don't know how good the sound quality is going to be because I'm not going to be able to put like headphones on everybody and mics on everybody. So we're just going to have to go with the microphone on the tablet with a wide shot, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll figure it out.
So I text them. I'm like, hey, how would you go from how would you go from Thomaston to Panama City? And they're like, Google Map. One of them's like, Google Maps. I'm like, yeah, I was planning on using Google Maps, but I figured if I use this route and I go this route, when I get down there, Jeffrey's going to be like, why'd you go that way?
Yeah. 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 You always got
You
that
know?
friend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you always, why'd you go that way? Well, that's the way Google told me to go. But why?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
another way.
Yeah.
That's why I
Sure.
asked you. And it don't matter which way I take. He didn't ever answer. He just laughed.
You always got that. You always got that one friend.
If we're riding somewhere and he'd be like left or right, I'll be like, I guess right. As soon as we get stuck behind the car, he said right.
Why'd you choose this way, man?
Yeah, why'd you choose it? You're driving.
Oh, that's good.
Um,
That's good.
But yeah, that was pretty much it. What about you? Did you make it to Six Flags?
Didn't make it to Six Flags this weekend, man. We're gonna shoot for next weekend. We didn't have Liam, so
Oh,
like we had already we were going to, but we just kind of just didn't get to it, man. We were a little bit busy. Of course, I had some cars I had to work on, that kind of thing. My wife made some banana bread, which I absolutely loved. I know you hate it, but it was incredible, man. It's like little pieces of heaven, dude.
how brown did she let the bananas get?
They were not like brown all the way through, but they definitely were plenty of brown spots.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I've gotten in trouble. I don't know how many times for throwing away bananas.
Dude,
Sitting on the
it's
counter.
such a good use of old bananas.
Yeah, and she'd be like, I was saving those for banana bread. I'm like, well, put
It's
a note
so
on it.
It's so good, man. You really got to come around on the banana bread, Chucker.
Dude, I can't do banana anything. Not even a banana starburst.
Not even like the artificial banana flavors.
Not even artificial banana. I can't even do
So, like,
artificial banana.
runts. When you're eating runts, do you pick the banana? Isn't it
I've
runts?
never ate
That's all.
runts.
Those are the ones that are all fruit shaped. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm probably have ate runts at some point, but that's not my go-to. My go-to is Nerds if I need a hard candy like that.
And you won't even eat banana pudding either.
No,
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Keyword
country boy do you think
banana.
you are?
Huh?
What kind of country boy do you think you are, man? Not eating banana pudding.
Bananas don't grow in the South. Well, they grow in Jackson.
I was
But,
about to say, coming from you.
Yeah. I got the articles to back it up. So
yeah.
I got the proof.
But no, my wife made some banana bread. That was delicious. We got little Leah, our 6-year-old, a big girl bike, man. She's on a 20-incher now.
Has she taken it off any sweet jumps yet?
No sweet jumps, dude. She is she's learning like how fast she can actually go. And she's kind of figuring out the gears.
Wait till she gets over that little rise going out to the stop sign, and she realizes she can start grabbing gears and be hauling butt, and then she's got to figure out how to stop.
Right. Yeah. No, she's getting good with it though. You know, she went from like the really tiny, it was like I think she's been riding like a 14 or a 16-inch bike or something like that, really small. And it was like backwards pedal braking and stuff like that. Like,
oh, she's having to learn handbrakes?
Yeah, that's all new to her, man. But yeah, so we did that. What else, man? Oh, I ran over a squirrel.
Oh, man.
I know.
Did you get it and eat it?
No, I didn't do that.
That's what they do in Louisiana.
I'm sure they do. It was a pretty clean kill too. I'm pretty sure I got him right on his head.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but still, you know, I don't like it. Like it's really strange. I know they die all the time, but like I still don't want to be the guy to run them over.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't feel as bad about squirrels as I do about like rabbits or something like that. Armadillos, I don't care. Do you have like a ranking system on what you hit?
Armadillos are number one.
Yeah, you prefer to hit those.
Yeah, they are a invasive species.
Yeah,
and I used to hit a lot of them on the way home from work. Evidently, I've put a dent in the population, or they've talked to them. There may have been something go down on the Armadillo News Network.
Yeah,
that there's a red truck that's kind of loud that comes through here at night. Stay off the road.
Yeah,
I don't know.
They know the vibration of your exhaust now. Like they know that sound.
Yeah, there he comes.
Yeah,
there comes.
Just like your dogs know.
Yeah, just like my dogs know, because they'll be sitting there waiting for me when I come home if they're outside.
Yeah, but if it's a different car, it's not the same.
No.
Right. The armadillos have figured it out, man. Yeah, armadillos are definitely my least favorite. Like I'll run them over. Possums, I don't really care about. I'm kind of indifferent on those.
A possum's out there doing the Lord's work, man.
It's true.
Eating little rodents and.
It's true, but they are so gross looking themselves.
Oh yeah.
That like I just don't really care. Like I'm that kind of guy. Like it matters what it looks like. If it's cute and cuddly, like you know what I mean? Like a chipmunk, squirrel, any of those that can be like little pieces of cuteness. You know what I'm saying?
I've killed a couple possums out here before.
On purpose?
Yeah, they got in the wrong spot.
Well, you know, you can only tolerate them within so much.
Yeah, there's a point when your wife says get rid of it, you gotta get rid of it.
Yeah,
you gotta be the man.
How about those people who keep possums for pets?
They are sick individuals.
I've seen people keeping possums for pets and raccoons for pets. Like,
they're right there with ferret people.
Yeah, dude. Ferret people are a different breed.
There's a clown in Griffin.
Okay.
Did you have a clown, a child, like a birthday party clown in Peachtree City? Like the go-to clown?
No, but my mother went to clown school and taught me the ways. And I have been a clown before. I don't know if we've ever talked about that on the show. I've been a clown on a number of occasions, actually. I've gotten to choose my clown outfits and choose a couple of different personalities because I hadn't committed to one yet. This was in my younger years.
We can't talk bad about clowns on the show now.
No, we
one
can't.
of the rules. My mama's a clown.
No,
sorry,
dude.
Mrs. Lasky.
No. No, I'm totally cool with talking bad about clowns. It's not that big a deal to me. It was fun while it lasted, but some people are, and clowns especially, because they take it like really seriously. When she started talking to me about clown school and like how specific they were on some of the rules, like you could not have an an inch of your regular skin showing when you were in costume. That was against clown rules.
Whoa.
Yeah. Like they took it very seriously. So like we can totally make fun of them. We can totally make
So that's
because
there's
I was
between
not that kind of clown.
so a clown and a mime are different things,
Oh, for sure,
but
dude.
they're distant cousins.
They're Alabama Crimson Tide cousins. They intermingle every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? There's some connections in that family tree.
I'm a man in a box.
Where does ICP fit in the equation?
They're in that clown universe, dude.
They are somewhere, right?
Um,
Right. They're brother cousin.
but
Grandfather.
they've broke some clown rules.
Yeah, well,
I mean, they've probably broke all the clown rules.
yeah, probably.
Oh,
Could
let's
we
just
even
Google.
consider them clowns now?
Let's Google what clown rules. Oh, what clown rules are there? Okay.
Perfect. So, have you ever noticed that sometimes when you type into Google what you want to search, whatever they prompt you with is actually a cooler thing to search than what you were originally typing in?
Yeah. So do we want to read the code of ethics or the competition rules?
Ooh, code of ethics first.
Okay. Code
Or
of ethics.
competition rules. They have clown competitions?
The 8 clown commandments.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
I will keep my acts, performance, and behaviors in good taste while I am in costume and makeup. I will remember at all times that I have been accepted as a member of the clown club only to provide others, principally children, with clean clown comedy and entertainment.
Oh, wow.
I will remember that a good clown entertains others by making fun of himself or herself and not at the expense of embarrassment of others. That's clown rule number 1.
Whoa. That's a really good rule, actually. That's like comedian rule number 1, right? You want to be able to make fun of yourself. Well, comedians make fun of themselves before anybody else, most of the time.
Rule number 2.
Okay.
I will learn to apply my makeup in a professional manner. I will provide my own costume. I will carry out my appearance and assignment for entertainment of others and not for personal gain, public publicity when performing for either the international clubs or alley events.
Whoa.
I will always try to remain anonymous while in makeup and costume as a clown, though there may be circumstances when it's not reasonably possible to do so.
Mm.
Dude, these are a lot of rules.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can
Okay,
stop
so
that.
Insane
Sounds
Clown
like you read
Posse has,
8 already.
yeah, those first 2, they're done. All clowns will totally abstain from the use of alcohol or other intoxicants prior to and during competition or any time while they're in makeup or wardrobe.
Okay. Your local clown that you were referring to earlier. Let's loop this back. Do you think how many of these clown rules did he obey?
It's a her.
Her. How many of these
Doodles.
clown rules did she? Huh?
Doodles.
Doodles was her name. Okay.
She even had a PT Cruiser customized,
No way.
like little gadget where you could like hit buttons and maybe the door opens or just goofy. But she smells
Like alcohol or like BO?
like a ferret. She's got ferrets.
Gross. She would be. A clown would be a ferret person.
Yeah. It's
And I've got to think at least 90% of clowns show up intoxicated on the job.
oh, dude. I mean, why
At
would you
least-
be a clown if you couldn't be a drunk clown?
Right? Like, I got to think 9 out of 10 clowns are breaking that rule.
Yeah, definitely. And we don't want to even get into what circus clowns do off stage in their clown makeup.
No, we don't.
That's a whole different genre.
Dude, that is not PG-13. That would not make the cut for this podcast.
So
Circus clowns. Oh,
moving forward, are you ready for some football?
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's hit that football wrap up. Oops.
We've got to work on our sound effects board.
I keep forgetting which one's which. I got to label them.
So,
Do you want a little jingle or no? You want the little jingle?
do the jingle. All right. And we're back. There was football this weekend.
There was football. Yeah.
We're going to start with last Monday night because that game come on after we were off air.
Yep.
There's two teams that I love when they lose almost as much as I love when my team wins.
Mm-hmm.
Number one being Saints.
Mm-hmm.
And they lost. Again, beat by the Falcons.
That was Thursday night.
That was Thursday night? Oh, so that was this week.
Yeah, that was.
Oh,
so it
okay,
was
cool.
technically this football week's. Or this football.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
so I was thinking that was a Monday night game for something. Dude,
No. That was the Thursday night game.
Okay, so that was this weekend, basically.
Yes, that counted as this week as the Falcons game this week. But yeah,
Okay.
definitely love it when the Saints lose, man. Absolutely love it when the Saints lose.
Yeah, I thought that was.
No, it was on the Amazon. It was on Amazon Prime. Remember, it was the Prime game, which is Thursday Night Football.
Yeah,
and they finally see football. Thursday Night Football has struck out constantly. It sucks. They can't manage to put together a good Thursday Night Football game for some reason. Right. And so that's why it's bounced around to different broadcasting stations. And finally, Amazon Prime has taken it over. And finally, like the Falcons and Saints put on a pretty good game, man.
Dude, that was the Buccaneers.
Oh, shoot. That was the Bucks. You're right. When did they play the Saints?
Sunday the 29th.
Okay.
So we talked about that last week.
We talked about we need to talk about them.
So they beat the Buccaneers.
Yeah, we got to talk about them beating the Bucks on Thursday. Jeez Louise. Listen,
we're going to shoot our producer.
Should we even be doing this football wrap? We should pull the scores up maybe. Maybe that would actually help us to have them up.
Yeah, I just pulled them up. But the Saints, they played tonight.
Okay.
Against the Chefs.
Chefs.
So there's a lot. They're playing the Chiefs at home. So I say Chiefs win.
Yeah, for sure.
And we put another L in this column of the Saints, and it completes the weekend. Yeah.
Well, with the Falcons win over the Buccaneers, they take first place in the South now. So they're tied with the Buccaneers, both with records of 3-2, but the Falcons win the tiebreaker since they won that Thursday night game against them. So really cool, man, that the Falcons can even be in first place. Like I didn't know what to expect with their offseason moves. The team seems to be playing better every week. So hey, if we can keep this up.
Yeah. What's his name? What's the new quarterback?
Cousins.
Kirk Cousins. He set a franchise record in that last game.
500 and something yards, man.
Yeah,
507, 508, 9, something like that. It was crazy.
Stupid. That's a lot of passing.
Yeah, dude. Matty Ice held the record before him, right? He got inducted to the Falcons Hall of Fame, which was cool.
I was never a Matty Ice believer.
Really?
No,
Never.
never.
Yeah, I loved his talent. I truly believed in his talent. Coming out of Boston College, especially, he proved himself because that's what I was suspicious of when we drafted him was like Boston College quarterback. Really? We couldn't, you know what I mean? It didn't make sense to me at the time. But when I saw him play, I was like, oh, he's got a really high football IQ. Like he really knows the game. And he's pretty good. However, my issue with Matt Ryan overall was failure to close, right? Just failure to finish.
Right. He wasn't that franchise guy that they touted him as.
No, he didn't have that killer instinct, it seemed. You know what I mean?
Wasn't
Sometimes
at one point,
he led so many game-winning drives that it was like, oh, this guy is really good. He can do this. But then when all the spotlight was on him, I mean, Super Bowl, for instance, 2016, crashes, dude. Everything crashes.
Wasn't at one point he making more than Tom Brady?
Oh, for sure. Tom Brady has never been one of the higher paid quarterbacks.
Right. But he's one of the best.
He's one of the best for sure.
Or probably the best. But
most would say.
So the Bulldogs won.
Yes, sir. Huge win for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, we got that going for us.
That was great. Love to see it. They needed to get back in the win column. They did so.
They are now ranked. Just to throw some numbers out there, the rankings.
Yeah, let's see.
Texas is at number 1. Where did Alabama go?
What happened?
I thought Alabama was number 1, John.
What happened?
I believe. Let me just click on Alabama. They're all the way down in 7th. My word, what could have happened to Alabama? It says here that Alabama played Vanderbilt this weekend. How could they drop ranking playing Vanderbilt at home?
They dropped 6 spots?
Yeah.
Playing Vanderbilt.
Because Vanderbilt won?
They won.
40-35.
What?
And I believe, if I'm correct, I believe when Vanderbilt wins, because it don't happen that much, they say anchors down.
Anchors down.
Anchors down. I think that's the correct term.
Okay.
It don't roll off your tongue like go Dawgs.
No.
Or even roll tide. But
both of those are way better than War Eagle.
War Eagle, and they got a tiger as a mascot.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is that Louisiana says.
Oh yeah, go Tigers.
Yeah, but they say it in French.
Yeah, because they're freaking weird.
Yeah. So, just so you know, if I need to repeat myself, Vanderbilt beat Alabama.
Praise God, man. It's always a good day when Alabama loses and gets knocked off that top ranking. Yeah.
The crowd goes wild. Dude, we were at the racetrack. They announced the score. The place went nuts.
That's hilarious.
Tennessee freaking lost.
No way. Who did they lose to?
They lost to. Hold on, I'll tell you. They lost to Arkansas.
Wow, the Razorbacks coming through with the W. All right.
This is the first time in modern history that 2 ranked teams lost to unranked teams in the same day.
Really?
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep.
That's I figure we would have had more than like 2 huge upsets in one day in college in modern history.
And now the best part of that loss is, other than the fact that it was Tennessee, which is my 3rd favorite team to see lose, um, Arkansas trolled them by playing Rocky Top after the game was over.
Oh, good job, Arkansas, dude.
Yeah,
Good
they
job,
were on
Arkansas.
point. But we got to get back because did you
Okay.
follow the goalpost at Vanderbilt?
No, I did not. I did not. I haven't watched it.
So they tore the goalpost down. You know where
Rightfully
you've
so.
been to Nashville, you've been down Broadway.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know where Vanderbilt's at, right?
Yep.
They carried that goalpost from Vanderbilt Stadium all the way down to through Broadway and dropped it in the river.
Oh man, that's awesome. That is awesome. Is the other one missing? You remember that last time
At
when
Tennessee,
Tennessee ripped the goalposts out?
they've
Uh,
already recovered this goalpost. I mean, it is destroyed.
okay.
They've got to get a
What
new
about the other
goalpost.
one? Did the other one go missing? Like, well, you remember? I
No,
think that's what it was. I think it was misdirection by the Tennessee Volunteers. I think while all the attention was on the goalpost being taken out of the stadium, some other kids were like stealing the goalpost.
still
that
the
was
other
still
one.
in the
It's in
stadium.
their house.
'Cause you remember it went missing too, and they were like, "We don't
That's right.
know."
They took both goalposts there. But yeah. So dude, the precision in which these very organized, smart people.
Yeah.
One kid was riding it for a long time. He was like they had it, with the ground side was turned up. So he's sitting there riding it, dun 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 dun
Yeah.
dun dun dun.
Yeah. That's
But
awesome.
Vanderbilt is like that cousin that shows up every now and then at the family get-togethers. He don't show
Yeah.
up at all of them,
Hmm.
but when he does, he's really smart.
Yeah. Sure.
He couldn't fight his way out of a wet paper sack,
Yeah.
but he could. He's so smart, he's not any fun to talk to. But every now and then he shows up.
Yeah. That's
When
right.
it counts.
When when it counts, man. Vandy coming through, knocking off number 1 Alabama. Dropped him down to number 7.
Number 7. That's a big hit.
And where's UGA ranked now?
5, I think.
Okay.
We'll take it.
So wait, they stayed put, right? Weren't they ranked number 5
Yeah.
after their loss?
Yeah, Penn State. So your 4 undefeated teams as of right now is Texas, Ohio, Oregon, and Penn State.
Okay, so they own the top 4 spots.
And then wait. Yeah, that's top 4 spots. And then Georgia is a 4-1 at 5th. Miami is 6-0.
Oh, they're undefeated too.
Yeah, and we're
But below
outranking
Georgia.
Tennessee, Mississippi, Ole Miss, Clemson, Notre Dame.
Mhm.
Ohio State is undefeated. Iowa State, excuse me. Iowa State is undefeated.
Love to see that. Hawkeye Nation.
BYU is undefeated.
Hey,
Could this be the rise of the Mormons?
watch
I'm sure they all soaked after the win.
watch out for those mountain Jews, dude. Just quoting one of our favorite podcasters there. The Mormon Church, man, and having an official position. Oh, so I did a little digging into that. The Mormons having an official position on Bigfoot. Did a little more digging, and they actually believe that Bigfoot is Cain.
Bigfoot is what?
Cain from the Cain and Abel story.
Yeah, the Cane people.
Yeah, they think Bigfoot is Cain. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Mormons have been wrong before.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
Of Mormons?
Yeah.
Me either. I don't know a lot of people that are.
Hurricane Helene was not.
No. Hurricane Helene didn't seem to be a fan of
There
people.
was an old Mormon settlement in Georgia, somewhere on the east side of the state, that the old church was still sitting.
Yeah.
It got blown over.
Oh.
Yeah.
See you, Latter-day Saints.
Yeah. Yeah. It was one of our strong. I read something, but I don't know. Get back to the notes.
Oh yeah, well, you were kind of tying into the notes there, man. The next thing is the hurricane season. Let's take a quick ad break before we start talking about the hurricane season. What do you say?
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Thanks for sticking with us through this ad break, guys. I'm here to tell you about one of our sponsors, Eileen Ayers with Bush Realty. You can check her out at movingcoweta.com for all of your real estate needs in the metro Atlanta area. That's movingcoweta.com. Eileen Ayers with Bush Realty. Now back to the show.
All right, and we're back. So we're trying to reason with hurricane season right now. There's a great song by Jimmy Buffett.
Shout out, late great.
About it. Hurricane season, dude. We've talked about it. I wouldn't want to call it. I'm not a fan in the sense of I want the hurricane to win.
Sure, but you're a follower.
Well, the preacher's sermon this week was, "Are you a fan or a follower?"
Okay, we don't want to say that then.
So,
and you just said you're not a fan.
I'm not a fan.
So you're a follower.
Well,
I was right. Daggone, I could preach your preacher's message.
You could have. I mean, according to the definition of a fan.
Yeah, a fanatic. Let's remind people what a fan is. A fanatic
of a fan was not that kind of fan, dummy. Someone who enthusiastically does something. I can't remember. I didn't write it down.
Okay.
He's probably listening to this going, "Come on, dude.
Come on.
You got this. You're so close." But anyway, a fan is a person who, sometimes is a aficionado or an enthusiast.
Mm-hmm.
You enthusiastically follow something, pay attention to something. Sure. I do get a little excited when there's a hurricane on the Weather Channel.
You do. Yeah, for sure.
I'm a fan of Jim Cantori. Okay.
Yeah. You're definitely a fan of Jim, for sure.
Jim Cantori, his way, and it's not just. It's pretty much him in any storm. If the storm is bad enough for Jim to go out, I'm watching.
Yeah, you just like what Jim's doing.
Yeah. I like seeing somebody that interested in something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He loves storms. That's for sure.
He loves a good storm.
Yeah. So just like your boy Jarvis, by the way. Is he going to be Jarvis? Your boy Jarvis, the weatherman?
Holder the Hurricane Hunter. Okay, so he posted some updates over the weekend, and then today he was at the hospital smiling, like going in for surgery or something. I don't know.
So we may be out on.
We may not have a man on the street, because I was going to text him and be like, "Hey, you want to get on the show with us today? Can we add like another person to this?"
Oh yeah. I can send him the link too.
Yeah. So I was going to text him and be like, you want to be on the show today? We're going to talk about hurricanes. It'd be fun.
Yeah.
And then I see this post like he's going in for some kind of surgery. So I guess that's a no.
We're probably going to be down on the list then. Last night's coffee will probably.
Yeah, last night's coffee is not high on Jarvis's list today. But
I mean, hurricanes are probably still his number one priority. He's just having to take care of some other things.
Yeah. So I think Holder the Hurricane Hunter is on pause.
Okay.
For right now, he's on standby.
Yeah.
But he's right there in the crosshairs of it, dude.
Yeah, I believe it. It sounds like the majority of the state of Florida is.
Everybody from Gainesville south.
Yeah.
Actually, probably I-10 south. So Hurricane Milton is, if it's called, Category 5, right before we went on the air.
That's crazy. That's crazy because, like we were talking on the break there, when I woke up this morning, I got a notification at 5 something 5:15 or so, saying it was a Category 2.
Yeah.
And you're telling me that it's already grown to a Category
It's a Cat
5.
5. If you go on, if you go in Hurricane Central on the Weather Channel's website as of right now, they want to show you a video, and I can't. Like, I don't want to play a video.
Of course.
On.
They're trying to sell you the ads. That's what they're trying to do.
No free ads.
Yeah.
But it's a Category 5. I think 145 mile an hour winds.
Jeez, man. Jeez.
I mean, it's a bad dude.
And then it's got really hates us, you know?
Huh?
The government really hates us, man.
Do you think the government's making these? I got. Look, man. There's so many
about it since last week, since our conspiracy last week.
You know, you can track the NOAA plane.
Yeah.
And it flew an odd pattern this morning. I was watching it, and it was flying like this pattern above the Gulf, like back and forth, ding, 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 ding,
mm-hmm.
and then went down to the hurricane. But then I watched the Weather Channel, and just south of like the Panhandle and all that,
mm-hmm.
there's some upper level winds that are sucking. So what the guy on the Weather Channel said a while ago was it's letting the hurricane exhale the way these winds are coming across this jet stream type situation across the Gulf.
Yeah.
So it's pulling the top out of it. And when you can, it's like a Venturi effect.
Yeah. It's literally like a turbo, the way it works.
Yeah,
like the more you can put in, the more you can exhaust and everything is the better.
Right.
Big
so
air
I've got one friend that believes that government's doing these hurricanes, and one that don't think we went to the moon. So, and I'm over here like, we went to the moon, but we don't do hurricanes.
Yeah, it's for real. Yeah, let's meet somewhere in the middle, guys.
So, yeah, Cheyenne and Kyle are right in the path. I'm not real
they
worried.
Decided to ride the storm out.
I think
is that what they're going to do? No,
I don't know yet. What's funny is we got to go. We're on vacation this weekend, so they just might have to come house sit for us.
That's true, man. Wait, you guys are going to Alabama or something like that, right? Aren't
Panama
you going
City.
You're going to Panama City. Okay, so you're going to be clear of all this?
Yeah. It's not a problem. We might see some high waves, but it should be out of the way by the time we get down there.
Yeah.
But they might have to come up. You know, I don't know if they're going to come up. If they do, they can come up and house sit, and that would be cool because Dad won't have to let dogs in and out.
Yeah.
Now, if they do ride it out, I think the worst that would happen to them would be no power.
Okay.
It's hard to say. I don't really know. Everything down there is flat.
Yeah.
So I don't know the topography of their actual area, but I do know that they're not that far from the St. Johns River. They're probably less than a mile.
It doesn't take much when you're close to a water source like that for the groundwater to just come on up, dude.
Yeah. And the bad thing is, just like what's happened with Helene, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Is they've been pelted with rain all weekend down there.
Right.
So when you look at that pattern, it makes you wonder if the government is doing this.
Stop it. The government is not behind this. Stop it.
But speaking of Helene, have you heard that, Biden, a good old Biden.
Mm-hmm. He's still our president?
Huh?
He's still our president?
Yeah, dude. So did you see what he did Friday?
No, dude. Again, I couldn't tell you.
Okay, so they were about to go live.
He was doing anything.
They were about to go live at a Camilla rally. And she was going to talk about some stuff. And he decided that he was going to go in front of the press corps at the White House, which he has not done this entire presidency.
No
And just
way.
so that trumped her, and that all the
No
cameras went to him. But he
You got
did go
fun.
to South Georgia. He hasn't been in North Carolina yet, which I kind of understand that.
Yeah, it's not
It
safe.
it's bad up there.
It's
And he
still
would
not
just be in the
safe.
way.
Yeah, an old guy like that, he can't walk up a flight of stairs to get on Air Force One safely, let
Yeah,
alone walk around the streets of Asheville right now. He'd
right.
fall over in a heartbeat. He'd die.
Yeah, they'd have to. They got to get an old school army jeep and just put him in the back of it and ride him around. You know,
We should bubble boy him.
bubble boy him.
Yeah, put him in a bubble, dude, and just drop him from
Yeah,
hell.
but so he was in South Georgia somewhere, and they had a press conference, and they had a pecan farmer
Hmm.
show up
Okay.
and he did the opening prayer. Would you like to hear it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I would.
It's been a struggle, a mighty struggle. It's disheartening. It's expensive, but you come down, you just have to realize you got to have help. That we're not just going to snap back from this. I mean, this is generational work that's involved in a perennial crop like pecans. Lord, I do pray for the perseverance of this country. I do love it, and I thank you for the opportunity of being here. I love this country. I love my state. I'm thankful to get to raise a family here, and I pray that we can continue on with so many others who are in such dire straits. So, Father, I ask, please, Lord, forgive this country. Forgive us individually. Forgive us corporately. And please, Lord, give us the help. And we ask in the name of Jesus Christ, amen. It's been a struggle.
That was a pretty good one.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. I've never thought about that, but I kind of chuckled, but he's right. Like that takes generations to set up.
Yeah. What I chuckled about was he is the farmer of the fruit, and he calls them pecans. So I think we've settled it.
Man, I can't do it, dude. They're pecans to me still.
But yeah, I mean that the full version's probably 3 minutes long.
Does he keep going about pecans?
I mean, just the prayer itself.
I know, but is he praying for pecans, like specifically?
No, just recovery and forgiving the nation, which I thought was
needed.
Yeah. So I just thought that was something cool that we could add to the show this week.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Now, if you want to help out, there is a coffee shop in Griffin called Black Smoke Coffee. They're in Orchard Hill. They are taking up donations, and they are going to run them up there personally.
That's awesome.
They've already contacted local officials. They will not be going through FEMA or the Red Cross. I think they're probably contacting either Save Our Allies or Samaritan's Purse, which if you feel like you can't take anything and you feel like you need to give, Samaritan's Purse, Save Our Allies,
goes directly to the victims.
Cajun Navy, all those groups are up there and they're working.
Yeah.
I will not donate another dime to the Red Cross.
Tell me.
And
go on.
In 2001, we had the Twin Towers were taken down. We had 9/11. Everybody knows about 9/11.
Yep.
Well, we had the you go to all these Walmarts and stuff, and they had the upside down umbrellas. Do you remember that? And you tossed your coins up into them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
They took up millions and millions of dollars like that.
Okay.
Where did all that money go? Why are they taking up money that big for such? I mean, it was a big disaster, but number of people affected small in comparison to Katrina, some of the tornadoes that come through,
Sure.
some of the natural disasters. Then I got to noticing we had a hurricane, not a hurricane. We had a tornado come through Spalding County. Charlie was probably 3 or 4. This wasn't the big one that come through a couple years ago. This was before that one. And I'm watching the news. The Red Cross is getting all the credit, but they're not set up anywhere around here. They're set up at major intersections where they can be seen. They're not in the little communities and at the little churches. That was Salvation Army that was set up out there.
Oh man.
We went
And
out
so
here to
the
Vaughn.
Red Cross was taking credit for it?
Red Cross gets all the credit. Red Cross gets the credit every time. FEMA gets the credit every time. FEMA's given. They're out of money.
Yeah.
They've made the announcement that they are out of money. They've given it all away to illegals or whatever. They've squandered it. They hadn't used it right. And now they're saying, well, we don't really have. And this hurricane that's fixing to hit Tampa, Florida, is probably going to be the worst urban disaster that we've ever seen in our lifetime.
Don't go fear mongering us now.
I'm not trying to be. I'm just, if it stays the course, it's going to be bad.
It's already a Cat 5, and when are they expecting landfall?
Thursday. There's some wind shear that they're watching, and it's probably going to drop down to a Cat 3, which Category 3 is still a bad dude.
Yeah.
It's predicted to hit at high tide.
Ooh.
So when you put high tide on top of storm surge, that's where you have problems.
Man.
And
literally, FEMA should be down there preparing right now. And I guarantee there's no one down there, right? It's not like these things creep up on us. Like, we know where they're coming. We know about where they're going to hit. We're never precise. Like, rarely are we exact and precise, but we know a roundabout area. Like, we know, hey, we need to have FEMA officials down here making sure these people, if they're not evacuated, they're at least like 3 stories up, because this storm surge is about to get wild. Well, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how it works. I don't know what the regulations are, but they need to have some people out there like, hey, now is the time, guys. They need to
be, as soon as the path clears, they need it. And here's, okay, so Glenn Beck, Glenn Beck, and we've all got our feelings about Glenn Beck.
Sure.
When it talk about fear mongering. But he was down there with a senator, or not a congressperson, and they were actually, he took his plane down. They brought supplies in. He's going out. There's this one senator from, or congressperson, whatever that he is, that was he was special forces some kind of way. He was up there. They were up there doing search and rescue, and they go and they talk to a guy at FEMA, and the guy at FEMA is like, he goes, why are you not doing anything? He goes, well, there's really nothing for us to do. You can go on the app now and you can set everything up. All they got to do is go in here and fill this stuff out. He goes, with what internet are they going to use this?
Yeah.
What phone are they going to use? Because a bunch of them lost their phones.
Sure.
How are you supposed to do this?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good question.
And how would they even know? Like, how would they just magically know to download this app and do all these things and go through this process? Like, they don't magically know. You're not magically getting the word out to these people.
No, I wouldn't know what, if FEMA hit, if we had to deal, me and you had to deal with FEMA for some reason, I wouldn't know the first button to push.
No.
And I'm honest, if I'm honest, I'm probably not going to use my last few minutes of cell phone battery to get with FEMA. I'm probably going to check on all my family, get us all huddled up, and then kill the battery watching TikToks. If I've got service.
Let's quote the the great Ronald Reagan when he said, some of the worst words we can hear is "I'm from the government and I'm here to help."
I'm here to help. Now, they did talk to this one woman. They talked to this woman that was in charge for the area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
What woman, like in charge of like local
the FEMA, for that little
okay.
FEMA area,
Okay.
that little group,
Sure.
she was in charge of it.
Mm-hmm.
And they break out this old woman. You know the old chunky science teachers with the short haircut?
Sure.
That's what the woman looked like. Okay. They are devoid of accent. They don't talk like anybody
Yeah.
because you don't really know if they're real people or not.
Yeah. I know exactly who you're talking about. I'm picturing
Yeah,
my middle school science teacher right now.
exactly.
Fits that description perfectly.
That's what the woman in charge up there looks like.
Okay.
Now, why, for one, and then the other guy was an old dude.
Okay.
I say old dude, our parents' age.
Okay. In his 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah,
know.
he's pushing retirement. He's on that downhill.
Yeah, he's either already retired and this is just something to do.
Yeah. That's probably
Okay.
more likely, right?
We have a huge military.
Mm-hmm.
We have people coming out of the military that are trained in operations.
Yeah, and disaster
relief, all kinds of stuff, and following orders and understanding Why are we not? And then they can't get a job because their stuff don't transfer over to the public sector.
Sure.
Why are we not hiring these people to run FEMA?
That's a really interesting proposal. I've never thought about that, Chuck, because FEMA is constantly needed all around the country. I mean, if it's not hurricane season, it's Tornado Alley. If it's not Tornado Alley, it's the border down in Texas.
Blizzards.
It's not the border. It's earthquakes in California. Yeah. Like you name it. FEMA's constantly needed. Why are we not employing these people in the things they're already trained at?
You need good leadership.
Yeah.
You don't need these DEI hired. Look, women are God's gift to us.
Yeah.
We couldn't do it without women. We wouldn't be here. They carried the babies, it's
true.
But
they're unbelievable.
In an emergency situation, I don't want to go talk to my middle school science teacher.
No.
I want to go talk to some dude that's squared away. He's got a freaking sharp jaw, and he's going to tell me we're going to do this and everything's going to be okay. And I'm going to go, yes, sir.
Yeah, exactly. He talks to you with authority.
Yes.
But yet with, compassion and kindness.
Even if he don't know what's going on, you'll never know it. You will never know it. You will not be able to read his eyes. This woman, she didn't have a clue and she was scared.
Yeah, exactly.
And you could smell it through the daggone TV.
And that's a problem. That's not a leader.
No.
That's not a leader.
That's a freaking DEI hire.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. We saw that in action at the Trump assassination, right?
Right.
Again, we are not knocking women. They are beautiful. They hold a very high place in this society. They are, I believe they are of the same value as men.
Yeah.
They have no lesser value than men do.
Put a Tulsi, somebody like Tulsi in charge of FEMA.
Sure.
I would not have a problem with that because she is a leader.
Yes.
She understands leadership. She understands order.
Yes. Delegation. She understands authority. She understands all of it. She gets it.
But these people that are wildly unqualified, they might have a PhD hanging on their wall.
Yeah.
But, I've been seeing a meme that says it was a mule train delivering goods to these people. And it says, I would rather have one redneck neighbor with mules than 1,000 with PhDs.
Wow. Yeah, the rednecks are going to be the ones. The rednecks and the natives will be the ones who survive the next cataclysm, dude.
Dang right, dude.
That's who's going to be surviving.
I don't need. I mean, yeah, the government makes roads. Roads are nice, but other than that, I don't need a government.
I could do without.
I've heard it said that 12 dudes could do the job of the federal government, and then we contract everything else out.
Well, have you heard Trump's plan of bringing Elon on to kind of give him an idea of how to revamp some of the federal agencies, shall we say?
Yes, I like it.
He went in there and trimmed Twitter by 80%.
Yeah.
Can he do the same in the government?
I think he can. I think, they've been giving Elon has said, here's Starlink so y'all can get communication set up.
For the hurricane victims? Or
Yes.
what? Okay.
And they refused it.
Get out of here. Why?
Because the government is like that abusive stepdad that's weak and feeble minded.
Yeah.
That he's got that's got an ego complex.
Right.
And it's just
yet has no idea what's going on.
Right.
Just totally weak, following no one, nothing.
has no
knowing
sense of,
nothing.
no sense of direction.
Yeah. Our government is such a letdown, man. It really is.
Yeah.
It's such a letdown. It's nothing like what it's supposed to be.
I love our country.
Yeah. Me too. But when we have YouTubers out there doing more than our government, I don't know what the local governments are doing, right? I can't speak on that, but there's been a lot of reports against the federal government and the lack of support from federal government there on these sites. And so I'm just fed up with the federal government. I've had enough. These people are out there suffering and they're doing nothing while they're sending billions abroad.
I come across an interesting group of folks talking about Squared Away.
Yeah.
There is a group that's up there working called the Christian Rangers.
Okay. Are they a bunch of Jocko looking dudes?
A bunch of Jocko, Squared Away looking dudes.
Yeah.
Up there saving people in the name of Christ.
Amen, brother. Quite literally saving them too.
Yeah. They're up there doing it, man.
Yeah.
Squared Away. I mean, dude, you talk about beards. Great beards.
Yeah.
It's like
no oil needed for them, right?
No,
they're just
it's just leaking testosterone. Out of
yeah.
You walk by this guy, and your muscles get bigger.
Yeah, sure.
You're like, whoa, what happened? Oh,
yeah. You take a whiff of him. That's it. He's putting off testosterone in his pheromones.
Yeah, they just smell like coffee and bourbon, and they hadn't had either in a week.
Yeah. Natural.
But
oh man.
But yeah, they're up there doing the work. You got Tim Kennedy's up there working. Chris Pratt. There's a very good interview with Chris Pratt, Jocko, and Tim Kennedy.
Oh really?
That Chris Pratt put out on his Instagram.
That's awesome, man.
Chris Pratt,
he's got a lot of people. He's got a lot of fans, dude. He gets the word out to a lot of people.
Yeah, it's he's a genuine dude.
Yeah, he really is. He really is, man.
There's actors. You hear a lot about the other side of the actors, that P. Diddy side.
Sure.
But you don't hear a lot about the Chris Pratt type.
No, you don't. So
shout out to Chris Pratt. What's the dude that talks like this that was in the Fast and the Furious movies?
Oh yeah, that guy who's doing the masculinity stuff on TikTok.
Yeah,
and all
bring
that.
back masculinity. You know who I'm talking about. Yeah. He was in
Tokyo Drift.
Yeah.
He was in Tokyo Drift. I can't remember that guy's name, man.
I hate that.
Good guy though, man. And you know what, Chucker? I was just thinking about this, dude. This is really bad. We've got FEMA not showing up to the current disaster and another humongous disaster on the way. What do we expect to happen? You know what I mean? Should we just go ahead and set our expectation levels to be 0 for the federal government, by the way?
Well, I've been mine of the federal, and okay, so we
okay, us, but should the residents of Florida just go ahead and be like, we're not going to,
yeah, nobody's coming to save you.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to tell Cheyenne.
Yeah, no one's coming to save you.
Nobody's coming to save you. Make that 6-hour drive. Come up here and hang out.
Right. It's worth it. What's that guy's name?
Lucas Black.
Lucas Black. I love the name Lucas. That's such a good name.
Yeah, he's good. He's a solid dude.
Yeah, shout out
he lives
Lucas
in St. Simons.
Yeah. We've talked about that, I think, before.
Yeah. But I mean, we need more Tim Kennedys. We need more Jockos.
Yep.
We need more Dan Holloways.
Yep. For all their faults.
A couple more Ross Pattersons could be all right.
Ross can at least contribute some money.
He can contribute some money, and he's good for a laugh.
He's good for a laugh. Yeah, don't count on him for the muscle nowadays.
No muscle. But I mean, Nick Palmisano.
Yeah.
He's another solid dude.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, Save Our Allies, Samaritan's Purse.
Mm-hmm. Check out those
Samaritan's
organizations.
Purse. Do what now?
I was telling our listeners, check out those organizations if they want to contribute, and for any other sorts of disaster relief. They tend to be on location as much as they can, right?
Yeah, and we've been doing the Christmas shoe boxes for years with Samaritan Purse.
Yeah.
That group right there, man.
Yeah, they're the real deal, dude. They're the real deal.
I'm gonna try to get on their list. Their notification list.
Yeah.
But anyway, what do we got left? We have.
Oh man, we're gonna jump right into the conspiracy corner, I think, dude.
Oh,
I think
we're not
we
gonna
need to
talk
wrap
about
this show.
Kurt Cobain.
I mean,
real
we can
quick.
shout it out, dude. What's we'll have to pull it up real quick, but yeah, Kurt Cobain and Tony Hawk share a grandchild, right? It's part Cobain and part Tony Hawk.
Yeah, it's Francis Bean Cobain and Riley Hawk.
That is wild, dude. That is wild. I didn't even know those two were together. Of course, I don't follow anything like that.
I don't either. That's Gen X royalty.
Yeah, dude. That baby needs to be protected at all costs.
Yes, he could be the one that sets us back on the right timeline.
Man, joining bloodlines together like that, dude. That baby's destined for greatness, and it doesn't
a skateboarder and a singer. I mean, they said he was a skater boy.
Imagine if he skates and sings at the same time. Oh, like that's his act.
He's like doing
900s. Yeah.
He's like doing a 900 while he's holding a microphone. That's the whole, the whole concert is him just whipping it.
And then to end the song, he comes down onto the vert with the guitar and just smashes it. You know what I'm saying? Just
yeah. I doubt that they'll do any shotgunning.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I would keep that family as far away from shotguns as I could.
And Courtney.
And Courtney, for sure. Holy smokes. Yeah, and just wanted to give our listeners an update in case they haven't been keeping up. Jimmy is still alive, by the way.
Okay.
Jimmy Carter is still alive and kicking. No Jimmy Carter updates.
He's got to stay alive so he can go vote. They're going to wheel him out there.
Yeah, so he can, yeah. That's just like the Democratic Party, isn't it? Or the Democrat Party, I should say. You ready for this week's conspiracy theory, man?
I am.
I want you to think for a second. What happened 1 year ago yesterday?
I don't know, and I've been seeing, remember October 6th, and I could not remember. What
That's
happened?
when the guys parachuted in. That's when the Hamas terrorists parachuted into Israel.
Wow, it's been a year.
It's been a year already, dude.
Wow.
It's been 1 year already. And I kind of wanted to float an old conspiracy from that time,
Okay.
which kind of surrounded the Israeli intelligence community
Okay.
and possibly an inside job and or negligence, purposeful negligence from the Israeli intelligence community. I wanted to throw that one back out there. What do you think about the conspiracy theory that it's somewhat of an inside job, maybe not necessarily performed by the Israeli intelligence community, but allowed by the Israeli intelligence community in order to fuel this war, right? Because Israel wants this war. Let's make no mistake about it. They want to be in this war. So how do you feel about that, man? What do you think? A year later, revisiting that conspiracy theory.
Yeah, I think that's plausible. I think that's about
Plausible.
about 4 beans.
Yeah, 3-4 beans. Okay, that's
Yeah.
pretty high rating.
Yeah.
That's a pretty high rating, man. It's really sad to think that Netanyahu and or the Israeli intelligence community could have some part in those horrific attacks on October 6th.
Well, he was about to get dethroned or whatever he
Sure.
is. He wasn't
Sure.
going to be it no more.
Right. I don't know if
So-
he's prime minister or how that works
I
over
think
there.
he's a prime minister. I don't know how their government works.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they had David and Solomon, and
Yeah.
then after that, I don't keep up with it.
That's all the Israeli the
Yeah.
Israeli leaders you need to know, right?
Yeah, he showed up and said, "Well, I'm the dude now," and they said, "No," and I was like, "Well,
Yeah.
okay." So I really hadn't kept up with it. Like
Yeah,
you should.
3-4 beans, man. I kind of agree with you, dude. I'm kind of with you. I think if nothing else, they may have had some purposeful negligence go on. You know what I mean? And that's really sad to think that they would allow that sort of attack on their own citizens. And if I'm not mistaken, Hamas still has prisoners from that attack.
I think they do have a couple, and it's probably not been very good for them.
No, I can almost assure you it hasn't been.
You ready to lighten it up a little bit?
Yeah, let's do it, man. Send me a meme, dude. I know that was kind of a rough conspiracy corner this week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Pulling it up. Oh, dude, I love it already. The meme says, make this happen. And it's the 4 guys, the 4 main characters of King of the Hill up top there. I can't remember all their names. Dale, Hank,
Boomhauer.
Boomhauer. And who's the last guy there? I can't remember it. But then
why did you?
I know. But then it's got our guys. Danny McBride as
Boomhauer.
As Boomhauer. Hank would be Shane Gillis.
Which would be
Theo
perfect.
Vaughn would,
Which would be perfect.
Yeah, that's a perfect casting. Theo Vaughn cast as Dale, and then Bert Kreischer cast as the big fat guy.
Bill.
Yeah, Bill. There you go. Thank you. Bert Kreischer cast as him. That is a perfect casting. We need at least a sketch of it. You know what I mean? Just give us a little taste, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
I hope that's making its rounds on the internet.
Do
Because
you
that
know
would be
who talks for Bill?
Who talks for Bill?
Stephen Root.
Who's that?
Stephen Root is in so many movies. He was in Dodgeball. He was in Dodgeball. He was in Office Space.
No way, that guy?
Give me my stapler. Have you seen my stapler?
Yeah. He does Bill?
He does Bill.
No way. That guy's such a legend, dude. He played Milton.
You almost called him a freaking
Earth?
lesbian.
I did not. I
You
did.
did. You almost. You said he's such a lesbian.
No, I would never do that. I would never do that.
He's in No Country for Old Men. He's in the Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched that?
No, I still haven't watched
You
it.
should.
I think I started it.
He's in Idiosyncrasy.
Oh, that's a good one, man. That's a good one.
I believe. Keep on talking.
Man, maybe they should cast him. Actually, I'd kind of prefer to see him as Bill.
Yeah, just go ahead and play what he's been playing. He's a little old though.
He is. But I think they could Hollywood him up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was in. I think he was in he was in The Man in the High Castle.
I never watched that show either. Never watched that one. I know. I heard it was a good one.
I might have to go back and rewatch it.
I know. Maybe that's what I'll watch. I'm almost to the end of Reservoir Dogs. I think I've got like 1 or 2 episodes left. So. We haven't seen William Knifeman since like the first episode, dude.
Yeah.
He was heavy in the first episode, and then not so much after that.
He's only allowed, so many spiritual minutes of airtime a season.
Yeah, it would be too much. It would be too much spiritual. Dude, it's been a great show. That's episode 165 in the books, brother.
Nightshifters. Have we been calling y'all Nightshifters enough? I feel like we haven't.
I don't know. You are our little Nightshifters. Thank you for listening to us. Shout out to Fred, one of the OG Nightshifters that's been listening to us for a long time, man. I just wanted to shout him out. He's been commenting on Spotify. He's been texting me about the show. Always listens. He's a fan, and I just wanted to give him a specific shout out, man. Thank you for sticking around for so long, Fred.
Yep. Pushing Like a Dump Truck may or may not have another show come out one day.
Yeah, we'll see. TBD.
TBD. Eating Chambers, and that's a show.
That's it, man. Thank you, Chucker. Appreciate it, dude.
See y'all next time.
Later on, Nightshifters.